Hey, welcome back to the channel. The Titleist SM10 Wedges have just dropped, and I'm sure you were eager to have me tell you everything there is to know about SM10 and how it's different from SM9, because those are the most played wedges on tour. But I'm not going to do that. Nope, I'm going to let Bob Vokey himself tell you everything you need to know about the SM10. I recently had the opportunity to go to the Titleist Performance Institute in Oceanside, California, and go through a wedge fitting with Bob Vokey himself. It was an unbelievable experience. There are going to be many more videos to come from that filming. I also had a chance to talk with Corey Gerard, who's the head of marketing, who gave me a lot of the subtle details and a lot of the different things that went into SM10, and we're gonna share that information all with you now so you can really get a full understanding about what SM10 is all about. So here's a conversation with myself, Corey, and with the man himself, Bob Vokey. Corey, what can you tell me that's new about SM10?
David, welcome to TPI. We have plenty to talk about with SM10. The biggest thing here is, hey, what a golfer's going to get? You are going to get a lower flight, better feel, and maximum spin. We talk about that lower flight. It's really, really important. We're doing a lot of that with the center of gravity movement this time. So I want to talk to that a little bit. Okay. Center of gravity. Okay, so we've brought it up higher and further forward with SM10. What does that give you as a golfer? That higher CG is going to give you a lower, more consistent ball flight. You can really attack the pin. And also that forward CG helps that club face square up at impact. So instead of seeing it lay open a little bit, that short shot to the right, it really wants to square up and give you that more consistent shot.
Voke, from back in the day, how often do players talk to you about wanting to flight their wedges lower? It sounds like
all the time.
Gotcha.
All the time.
What's the advantage of flighting it lower?
You're going to hit the ball closer to the hole.
Well, I like
You're
that.
Hit more putts.
I got that.
That's it.
Tell me about the shaping, Voke, of these wedges. Obviously, like your hand at the grinding wheel, a lot of the experts and stuff like that at Titleist to get the shape just right. What went into the shaping of these?
What I really like, we take all the information over from the last series till when we go to the drawing board. Players, what they like, what they don't like, what they want to see, what they don't want to see. Because wedges are tough. Because you see the whole thing. See how large that is? Like a pancake. It's wide open. You start manipulating. If it doesn't look pleasing to the eye, you lose that confidence.
Corey, talk to me a little bit about the grooves and the face treatments that go into the SM10.
Yeah, so TX9 grooves with the SM10 wedges, they are really going to give you a more consistent flight. So we do a ton around this cutting process to give you the very best performing grooves. And that really is what's going to get you spin. The whole job of that groove is to channel debris into it so the ball can hit the edge of that groove and grip. That's what we want. So that's what we've done here with the SM10 wedges. Really, we've developed a way to get that process very neat, very tidy. This guy here makes us check every single wedge as well. So just to make sure that we've got the best performing grooves in the game, that's what Bob makes us do, is check every single one.
Bob, one of the keys to good wedge play is obviously getting the club to work through the turf, work through the sand well. That comes down to soul grinds. Talk to me a little bit about some of the things that go into finding the perfect soul grind. What do you like about some of the soul grinds that are in SM10?
What we've always done, it's all been developed by tour, working with all the tour players, getting all the information, what they like, what they don't like, the types of shots they want to hit for their technique, and the shot they're trying to hit. So basically it's a lot. We get a lot of feedback and we go back to the drawing board and we take all that and away we go. Gotcha. We do prototypes, we bring it back out, let the player look at it, and then we go, we say, now we got it.
Cool. Corey, what types of soul grinds and anything special that's coming out now with SM10?
Yeah, and you want to hear for SM10, the return of the 54M. It's one of the most popular ones on tour. The reason we like this is because as iron lofts get a little stronger, for some people, their sand wedge is now that 54 degree. We really wanted to make sure, David, we had an option of low bounce in that for them. So we've got low, mid, and high bounce in the 54s. And really, we talk about grinds a lot. What's in it for the golfer? Why do you need to find the right grind? The whole job of this sole is to give you the best contact possible in all conditions. And we're really looking for contact between grooves 2 and 5, nice and low on the club face. That'll give you that low ball flight, plenty of spin, and that stopping power as well.
Talk to me about, you've got another wedge right in your hand, the T-grind wedge. I know that's extremely popular on tour. What can you tell me about T-grind?
T-grind is really popular on tour because the conditions are a little firmer and the players out there pick it pretty cleanly. They love this club, David, because when they lay it open, the last thing a golfer wants to see is that leading edge sticking up off the ground. T-grind, it hugs the ground really nicely and slides underneath the ball.
Gotcha. Bob, I know this isn't the deuce-set grind, but this is a D-grind that's right here. What can you tell me about D-grind?
Well, I like what happened when we originally, how it was developed, we had the M grind, And then we had players. They just need it. Sometimes they Voke. I had a little time it's grabbing in the bunker a little bit or in the rough. So that's when we said, well, that's when we added a little bit more bounce.
Okay.
Developed the D-grind. And it's very, very, very popular.
So there you have it. That is the Titleist Vokey Design SM10 Wedges from Bob Vokey himself. I can tell you there's a lot more wedge and short game content that's going to be coming to my channel. Thanks very much to Bob for all of his time and everybody at TPI for rolling out the red carpet for me and for my crew. If you've got any questions about SM10, about short game or wedges in general, be sure to drop it in the comment area below. I will do my best to answer those questions for you. It would also be great if you would subscribe to my channel as well as hit the bell button so you'll get notifications when my new content is coming out. Thanks very much for your time, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon.